Welcome back and moving on to our first segment of today. The Ministry of Health and Population announced the provision of health awareness and medical and treatment services free of charge for 1.3 million citizens in the governorates of Upper Egypt, including Minya, Asyut, Sohag, Qana, and Aswan. Over the phone, we have Dr. Hoda Rezkana, former head of the Intensive Care Department at Al Qasr Al Aini. Hello.
Hello, morning.
Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
So first of all, I would like to shed the light on how important it is when it comes to this important, let me call it initiative, taking place in Upper Egypt.
Well, I think this is the time to focus on Upper Egypt areas because it has to be very, very well taken care for because they were away from the map for a long time. And they seek help and they seek also knowledge and information continuously delivered by the Minister of Health. And I think this step is very good with the initiative of Health for Everybody and Good Life, which was initiated by the President. And I would say that it's time to get the people around the new information every minute, as long as we are exposed to a lot of variations and virology and disasters of the health disabilities, because they don't care about their health except when they have a complaint. So they go for the doctor. But now, from now on, we are orienting the people and we are focusing on giving them the up-to-date information about what's going on around them and how they care for their weight and their hemoglobin percentage and their health behavior, and also for the sports and update for the young generation to be a healthy generation also. So I think this is a mandatory step, and we will go hand in hand as NGOs and for the Minister of Health to support the society there.
Right. Dr. Khaled Abdel Ghaffar also explained that the Health Awareness Week in the governorates of Upper Egypt will include medical convoys. And this is very, very important in addition to mobile clinics receiving patients and also for the vaccines.
This is also a very smart step, because if you can reach the people here in Cairo, you can go there and reach them. So it's with these mobile units, it makes the life easy, because they don't have to make expenses to travel or to leave their home or to leave their children. So if you are next door to them, it's very good, because they are seeking help immediately. And to explore the percentage of the COVID infection or the status of the health there and the immunity status, it's very good to employ and implement all the facility of the Minister of Health. So they have these mobile units equipped with complete ECG, complete AKG, complete sonar, complete everything will serve the patient. So this is a smart step, and I will very, very much happy about starting and exploring the health status of this Upper Egypt. They are the backbone of Egypt, of course. Upper Egypt is very important area to Egypt, of course.
Doctor, half the way to prevention is the awareness itself of the citizens, and this is of great importance. And we can see the leadership from day one, they worked hard on this, promoting awareness among people, how to protect themselves, how to prevent themselves. And this is the half of the way to achieve what we reached at today.
Well, as a matter of fact, if you just start the first step, you have to complete it. You cannot examine people without giving a report. So you will give a report, and the report will indicate if there any sickness or any percentage of affection or infection or any, or it's a very healthy society, no problem. But you have also to explore the area of deficiencies, how they are dealing with their bodies. They have a deficiency diseases from the vitamins or from food or from elements essential for their body. This examination will reveal a screening map for the people there. And you can come up with a lot of data which you can work on it later, and you can make this society premiere, because it's going to be one with the areas that you can check and see and say in numbers and figures, how about the health in this area? And when you talk to World Health Organization or any international organization, you have your data available, and you know what's going on, and you are ready to deal with it. And also ask for the help if they can do a lot of help.
Right. The Ministry of Health also announced the signing of medical examination for 500,000 citizens, and the
Yes.
provision of free treatment as part of the public health initiative that was launched 100 million lives.
Yes.
Of course, launched under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. And we have talked a lot, of course, how important it is when it comes to this important initiative that just took care and the big umbrella for providing better life for Egyptian citizens.
Well, as a matter of fact, health is one of the most important pillars that you can say that we are having a healthy and perfect life. If you are healthy and you are well off and you don't need any money or support for the financial expenses for your life and your children, and your health is okay, so you can be a productive citizen. And that's what each country seeks, that their citizens are healthy and they can provide and serve their country in work or in production or in also invention, and also in making the society healthy and well off, dealing with the updates all over the world. So we cannot deny the importance of making a regular examination and regular testing for the blood, and regular also exploring their body. If there any problem, we have to deal with it immediately. We cannot delay, because delaying the problem is making it worse.
To what extent did the women take benefit from this important initiative, especially when it comes to Upper Egypt?
As a matter of fact, women there is kept indoors for a long time, so they are not having the courage to go and ask for the help or for their health. But when you come to them at their doors, they encourage and they can speak to you frankly, and they can share the problems with you as a doctor or as a specialist or as a lab worker. And maybe a small sign or a small complaint indicate a problem. So in the field of starting this initiative for the health and for the welfare of the woman, it's mandatory to start about this woman who is carrying all the loads at home and also outside the door of her home, because she is responsible for the children, responsible to get them to school, responsible for make them study and give them the well-demanded care they have to receive, because they are starting their life, so it has to be a healthy way to start. I think this is one of the elements that President Sisi is working on, that perfect life should start with a perfect health and perfect welfare for the family, which makes them productive units, which can raise the level of Egypt and the society as a whole.
This will let me go back to the Decent Life Initiative.
Yes,
And this important initiative that was able to fill the gap between people in Egypt, needy people in rural areas, and bringing them to be an integral part of the whole society.
yes, of course. You are doing. You are just pointing to the sensitive uh, uh, elements which we are around right now. We need to get these people with us in one core. They don't feel separated. They don't feel not well taken care for. So when you do that, they feel that you are putting an eye for them and caring for their problems, and they care very much to be involved. So being involved with this and in the project of Decent Life, it's very, very important that you have a compact, healthy family, which is not away from any decent or recent development in the medical field or the medical treatment or the medical education. So it's very important that we can arrange this initiative and make it as you can routine. Every 6 months or every 1 year you have this checkup about the people and the children and the whole family. And women on top, of course.
And you mentioned children. So,
Yes.
of course, I would like also to move on to talk also about the role the government achieved in education as well when it comes to the decent life and promoting awareness when it comes to the COVID. So, I believe that, yes, we were able to do this and to provide all precautionary measures, especially in schools when it comes to different areas. Still, I'm talking about Upper Egypt and other governorates as well.
Well, I tell you, Upper Egypt is fine because they have the sunny weather and it's always warm, and this is against any viral infection, but does not prevent us of spreading the information and putting alarm to people who are in contact with any disease or any signs or symptoms for any disturbance of their health. So we don't have to stay at home and say everything is fine. No, we have to seek and look with a very, very concentrated vision to any small signs or symptoms which appears, and it has to be recorded. The recording of the signs and symptoms in this society, I will tell you, this will bring a very, very productive data, which we work on it and correct the errors every now and then. So this is a project which is mandatory, and also initiating a new way of treating people and making the society more healthy and more happy and more productive, which we need for about the happy life or perfect life, of course.
Right, Dr. Hoda Rezkana, former head of the intensive care department at Al Qasr Al Aini. Thank you very much for joining us. Moving on to a quick break, then we'll be back.